What's up, boys and girls? I just wanted to put a quick video out tonight. And by the way, they're still popping fireworks out here. It's like 3 in the morning, but there's not, there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do. But I was in the restream earlier, and I saw something happen, and I got an idea to make a video about it. So I started looking for some other clips. I literally went to Dark Dave's and scrolled down through a bunch of videos to a point where DSP was still on Twitch, because I wanted the chat active as well. And when I was doing this, and I clicked on a random fucking video, and I scrolled to a certain point, and I was looking for a moment. And when I was looking for that, I heard him say something. And so I immediately decided, you know what, I'm not going to make that video, or I'll make it another time. But I started doing something else. So we're going to hear a couple of videos here. The first two are going to be him talking about PayPal, verified accounts, and the protections that he gets. And then the last one's going to be a little bit of a different story. But when I fucking heard this, I was like, well, I know I can make a video on it real quick. And the first video is going to be from Snort Burnell. I'll have the link down in the description or the comments in case anybody wants to look at it. But that's the first video, and let's go ahead and jump into it.
50-Bit Quan says, what's stopping people who are doing chargebacks from coming in here, creating an account, saying, hey, Phil, I've been a fan for 12 years, and then screwing you over anyway? Because when you make a registered account on PayPal, that links to your real bank account info. It's your actual identity. It's not an anonymous thing that's based on a credit card. It's actually your real info. And when your real info is linked, you get what's called verified purchase power. And if someone tries to do a chargeback against that, and I justify it and say, no, here's the data, I win those. That's the difference. If you come in here with a stolen credit card, and you put in a fake stolen credit card number as an anonymous tip, okay, I really have no leg to stand on with a chargeback. They could just say, well, unauthorized transaction, done. And I have no power to fix that, okay? None. I have no power behind the scenes to fix that whatsoever. I'm fucked, basically, if it happens, okay? But if someone comes in here, all right, and someone has a verified account, I get special protections because of that, you see? So that's why it's way more beneficial in that regard for me, for someone to have a verified account. That's why. Ladies and gentlemen, I just received a $100 tip from NDO103, and I know that this is legit. You wanna know how I know it's legit? Because it's a registered PayPal account. Yeah, that means we hit the tips goal for today. Timbo Slice G said, what happens if a verified account tries to block a transaction through their bank account? Well, first of all, I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened. But again, to clarify, when you have a verified account in PayPal, you have provided PayPal with all of your real-life information, your name, your address, a real email verified address, and a working bank account. Once that happens, if you commit fraud, you're actually in trouble for fraud. Because it's not someone who stole someone's credit card number and anonymously used it over the internet and you can't track them down. In this case, all your real info is there. Okay? So once all the real info is there and you tip me, if someone were trying to charge that back, I get protections via PayPal. Okay? Versus the anonymous way, I get zero protections if it's actually a stolen credit card. That's the difference. Okay? Darkside Elon did 2 cheers that are all about PayPal and personal shit about how PayPal works and behind the scenes stuff. Darkside Elon, how about this? How about you mind your own fucking business? How about that? How about instead of asking about stolen credit card numbers and shit like this, how about you just listen to what I have to say and either believe me or don't, and stop asking insanely detailed questions about how PayPal works, because no one else fucking cares. Alright? So the reason you're asking is because you don't believe me. You think I'm some kind of a liar. I'm fabricating all this stuff. Well, fuck off then. If you don't believe me, then you can leave. You don't have to be here. Alright? Stop being a dick. How about that?
Oh my god, I'm toxic. I'm fucked. I'm dead.
No, seriously, it's like, people are going to ask these insanely detailed questions about the ins and outs of how tipping and PayPal works. Well, number one, you're not a streamer. You don't understand it. You don't need to understand it. Number two, obviously you're asking me that because you don't believe me because you're a fucking dickhead who thinks that I sit here and lie all day. Well, then go watch the Detractor stream where they talk about that, okay? And leave me the fuck alone, shithead.
It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
Alright, so a couple of things to take away from that. And again, if you need to go back and listen to it, because it's a 3-minute fucking clip. Number one, as long as he can prove it, he wins the chargebacks. Essentially, what he's saying there is, as long as he can show video evidence or some proof that the person actually sent the message and tipped, whatever, even if they're a troll, he wins it. That's what he's saying point blank. There's no debate on that. Another thing to take away from that is he keeps mentioning special protections that he gets, but he doesn't elaborate on it. To me, it's just a fucking buzzword that he's using because he's lying. He's fucking lying, but he keeps saying he has special protections if you're a verified user, if your account is verified. Another thing he says at the end is, if you don't believe me, you can leave. You think I sit here and lie all day. I do think you sit here and lie all day, Phil, and this is the reason I'm making this fucking video. So just keep in mind, he wants you to be verified. As long as he can prove it, he wins the chargebacks. End of story. He gets special protections. He won't elaborate on what they are, but he supposedly gets special protections if you're verified. And if you don't believe me, you can leave. And you think I sit here and lie all day. Let's go ahead and go into the second video. This one's only about a minute long. It's even more incriminating. Well, let's go ahead and fucking listen to it.
Daisy K tipped me $3. How can you check if it's a fake tip? Verified status on PayPal. And this is not my real name stream. How do you check? It's very simple. All I do is I click on the tip, and it opens up a screen with basic info, and it'll say either verified or unverified. Verified means that person confirmed their identity, they're a real person, and therefore if they do try to do anything fraudulent, all of the risk is on them. And that's why I accept those tips right away, because there's no risk to it. I know I'm gonna, no matter what, I'm gonna end up keeping that tip. As opposed to if it's unverified, now someone could literally say, "Oh, my credit card was stolen." Oh, the guy never sent me the product, which is a generic thing that people do, and it's very easy to dispute those, but still, it's a pain in the ass, basically. Unverified means, essentially, it's a pain in the ass, and you're going to have to work to get anything resolved. If it's verified tip, you're good. You're in the clear. You're protected. I don't have any issues with verified tips.
All right, and I mean, you heard him say it, and by the way, I forgot to say the dates on these videos. The Snort Burnell one was from December of 2020. This one right here was from May 6th, I believe, so not even more, I guess 2 months ago technically, but again, you heard him, what he just said. So, and then go back if you need to listen to it, but what he's saying is, if they, and these are direct quotes, if they try to do anything fraudulent, all the risk is on them, and that's why I accept those tips right away, because there's no risk to it, no matter what. I know I'm going to end up keeping that tip. He says, if it's a verified tip, you're good, you're in the clear, you're protected. I don't have any issues with verified tips whatsoever. So, there's no other way you can take those statements. I'll repeat it again if you need me to. If they try to do anything fraudulent, all the risk is on them. And that's why I accept those tips right away. Because there's no risk to it. No matter what, I know I'm going to end up keeping that tip. If it's verified tip, you're good. You're in the clear. You're protected. I don't have any issues with verified tips. So remember those statements. We're going to listen to the third video now. And this one, next one is from, I believe, March. So it's 2 months before this one that we just listened to.
Alright, Full Metal Herbalist, enjoy your ban from the channel for being an asshole. Enjoy, stupid. Alright, so Stream Elements is basically not working at all. Okay. So it's not, at least it's not just me. Because that would, holy shit. I would do what happened, right? But I just got a ridiculous amount of chargebacks from this fucking idiot who basically kept getting banned in the stream chat. What a fucking moron. And by the way, he sent all these transactions with a verified account. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's an asshole. This is this guy. He tipped me all these little dollar tips. This is the same guy who got banned earlier today for being a moron, and he was referencing my ex and all kinds of shit, which gets him banned. Like, what a fucking idiot. What is your fucking problem? Seriously? What's wrong with your fucking head, you stupid fuck? So now I gotta deal with all these behind the scenes, all these little dollar tips, and I gotta see if I don't even know what to do. I could try to dispute them. I could try to refund them. It may result in a bunch of shit for me. Like, it might be really bad. And now, because Stream Elements is down, I can't even fucking make up for it. I'm very upset.
All right, that's it's kind of funny you said that, DSP. It's kind of funny. And by the way, I chose these pictures just at random, and I like ending it with this one because look at his fucking face and look what he's trying to get you to believe. So he mentions that it's a verified account, and I didn't go back and look who the guy was. Might have been Lysa Soul. I don't know who it was, but he mentions that it's a verified account. And the reason I love this is because he's not thinking straight, because he's talking and typing at the same time. So he's not keeping track of his fucking lies. He's not paying attention to what he's saying. He's just fucking rambling and not realizing it. But here we go again. This is a direct quote, and go back and listen to it if you need to. He says, "I don't even know what to do. I can try to dispute them. I can try to refund them. It may result in a bunch of shit for me, like it might be really bad." Phil, if it's a verified account, number one, you've already said multiple times you win those outright. You have no concerns. You're not worried about it. If you have proof, you even said, which you clearly do because he sent you the messages, you could show that easily. And he's talking about, oh, they're just a bunch of little dollar fucking tips, whatever. He doesn't know whether he can refund them. He doesn't know whether he can dispute them. It may result in a bunch of shit for me, like it might be really bad. This is how he feigns distress. This is a lie. This is how he manipulates. He uses any fucking opportunity he can get his hands on to Chicken Little himself, to cry wolf, to feign distress. And it's just a fucking lie, man. He'll say anything. How many times have I said this? He'll say anything in the moment. But as soon as that moment's over and it's the next moment, he don't care what he said before because he's got some new narrative to spin. It's blatantly and like I said, I love it because he's not paying attention to what he's saying. He's on his phone he's scrambling in his mind trying to figure out what lie to spin or how he's gonna fucking keep these dollar tips of all fucking things. And he doesn't know if he can dispute them, doesn't know if he can try to refund them. It may result in a bunch of shit for me, like it might be really bad. That makes me think of all those hour-long suspensions where he's cashing the fuck out on these people, and then an hour later he magically gets his AdSense back, the false DMCA is lifted, he makes some black shirt begging video on YouTube, and he gets his fucking account back the same day. Or it always seems to happen. This is a fucking con man. This is a professional scammer. He's good, man. He's good with these weasel words and these snake fucking tactics that he uses. He's fucking good at it. He's not good at a lot of shit, but he's good at this. So if you need to replay the video and just listen to it again, this is like I said, I believe it was in the What Does Begging Sound Like video. He don't want verified accounts for protections and for all this bullshit. He wants your information attached because he might need it one day. And he ain't got the balls to do it himself. He's going to hand it off to his little fucking cronies. And they're the ones that use that information. Again, go back and listen to any of this video that you need to. It's lies, man. It's fucking lies. And I got an idea for another video. It's unrelated to this. I think it's an interesting idea. I'll probably put that out maybe tomorrow night or something. I'll be busy during the day tomorrow, but I might work on that tomorrow night. Happy 4th of July to y'all. Hope y'all enjoy your holiday. If you're not from the U.S., just enjoy your day anyways, man. All right? I'll see you.